Hey, what is up guys? I'm KBHD here, and I have made plenty of videos with Tesla in it or about Tesla. Like before I got one, back when it's my dream car, it's something I've wanted a lot. I've done a factory tour, I got to test drive them, and I talked about all the tech in them, and then when I really wanted it, and now that I have one, I've continued to make a bunch of videos about it. So Tesla's great, and they've been really great to me, but Teslas are obviously not perfect. One of the biggest complaints, especially like among owners and people who drive the cars, especially because it's a car company and the car industry is very, very old, is maintenance. Tesla has had noted maintenance and quality control issues. Because they're such a young company, they don't have quite the manufacturing prowess that these super old companies do, but the tolerances get tighter with time, and they just don't have that amount of time yet. So whether it's like alignment issues on the crazy complicated Falcon Wing doors in the Model X, or just little things like chrome misalignment or loose cables or just little things that rattle. Small problems happen like a lot in Teslas, it seems, because their manufacturing tolerances aren't as tight and they're just not as good with quality control. But recently I've been having much more serious problems with my car, Apollo, that I've been making videos about. And since I'm making videos about the experience of owning it, figured I might as well include this experience in all of that. So Apollo, as you guys probably remember, it was one of the first P100Ds off the assembly line in around September this year, very, very early in production, and I've used it and driven it a lot. I put about 5,800 miles on it in the last 3 months or so more than most people drive. And it's mostly because I love it. Like, I find excuses to drive it or give people rides places, or if I have like Thanksgiving in Virginia this year instead of New Jersey, I'll just do a road trip. Or if I play Ultimate Frisbee, so I'm playing for the pro team based out of Philadelphia now, so that's a long drive a couple times a week, so I'm driving it a lot. So on day 5 of owning the car with less than a couple hundred miles on it, it's basically still brand new, I'm going to a nearby destination near my home, and one of the turns near the destination, I go to make a left-hand turn, and halfway into the turn as I'm going across traffic, the power steering essentially stops working. So the wheel is straight, and I have to like really pull at the wheel to complete the left-hand turn. So I get out of the turn and then everything's fine again and power steering's back on, and I'm like, okay, that was kind of weird. And I'm still obviously new to Tesla, so I kind of thought it was like one of the sensors malfunctioning. I've had it like tweak a little bit to get me out of the way of a potential collision when I'm on the highway. Someone drifts into my lane, it does the shimmy for me. So I thought it was like a weird malfunction of that. So I'm like, okay, I keep driving. I get to the destination, and turning into the parking lot of that destination, it happens again. I'm turning left across traffic. Halfway into the turn, it locks up. I really have to pull the steering wheel to get in again. So at that point, I'm like, okay, that's weird. I pull to the back of the parking lot, and I have it towed to the service center because I don't want to drive it again. And it takes them 12 days to determine they need to replace the steering rack. So they do that, I get the car back, and we're good to go. So 5,800 glorious miles later, it reappears. It rears its ugly head. I'm driving. This time on, I'm getting into a little bit of a bigger intersection, turning onto a highway, across traffic, making a left, and it freezes again. This time there was a car next to me, and if that car had also been making a left, I would have gone straight into its path. Luckily, they continued straight. I pulled to the side lane. It fixed itself, and I continued along. But now I'm like, okay, that's happened before. I know that's a problem. That's dangerous. I go home. It happens 2 more times before I get home, and when I get home, I pull into a nearby parking lot again. I just have it towed again because I don't want to drive to the service center again. So that was like 2 days ago, and now the car has been sitting at the service center. That's the last time I drove it. And now I'm currently waiting to hear back from them to see what is wrong again. Clearly there's a different solution to the problem now because they replaced the steering rack and that didn't help, so now they need to fix it again. So that's a lot to happen to a new car, a new expensive car at that, in the first couple thousand miles of owning it. As you can tell, this, I guess you now know, this isn't my car. This is a loaner Tesla gives me. And that's not because it's me. They do this, that's pretty standard treatment. A high-end car manufacturer will give you a loaner of your car or a better one that they have while you wait for your car to finish service. But apparently when you have a recurring issue, something happens like the same issue more than once, Tesla sort of escalates the priority of your issues. So there's an engineer flying from California to New Jersey to look at Apollo specifically to fix this issue. Now, obviously different people will have different reactions to this. To a lot of people it's like, oh, okay, you know, you'll be fine. They're taking care of you. They are aware of the issue. They escalated it. That's what they should do. You have a loaner. You're fine. But to other people it's like, it sounds like you're beta testing this car. And I get that. Like a lot of people were like, I tweeted about the second issue the second time it happened, and a lot of people are like, man, that's a lot of problems to have with a car so early in it when it's so high end. You should return it and just get a different one. So I'm gonna give them another chance to repair this car, and I guess that's where we're at right now. Is I'm just gonna keep letting them try to fix it. But again, if they try to fix it now and everything goes great and they find the problem, they diagnose it, they replace a part and we're good and it never comes back, then we're clean. Apollo's good as new. But if it comes back again, then that's like strike 3 and we gotta do something about it. So I guess my question to you is this. If a car is, in your opinion, the best car on the road in between issues, but it has big issues like every couple months, is it really worth it anymore? Like, not even an electric, not even if it's a Tesla. Like, think of your dream car. If your dream car, the one you have in mind right now, had problems every couple months, you finally got it and it's just having these issues, do you just scrap it? You just move on? That's my question. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one. Maybe follow me on Twitter if you guys are interested in seeing the updates and seeing what happens with Apollo, if she gets fixed or not. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.